Okay, our next selection tool that we're going to use here is when you want to select something that has an odd shape and many different parts to it. And so for this image, we're going to start with this flower. It's on a green background, which should make it pretty easy to select. It also has very high contrast edges, meaning you can see the sharp edges where these flower petals go against the background. To do this, I'm going to come down to where my magic wand tool lives. And instead of using the magic wand, I'm going to use one called Quick Selection. Now, Quick Selection works like a paintbrush. As you move your mouse slowly around the object, you can see that it's grabbing pixels that are similar in color to the ones I started with. So as I move really slowly here, it'll gradually grab on to all of the pixels that are pink in that flower until I have a nice clean selection here. Now there's a couple different things I could do once this flower is selected. I could cut it out so that you don't see the background at all. And that would be where we would create what's called a layer mask. Okay. A layer mask is represented by this little icon right here. It looks like a rectangle with a hole cut out of it. And when you click the layer mask button, it cuts out whatever object you had selected and it hides it with a mask. Okay. That's what this little black layer over here on the side represents. Anything that is black has now been erased, quote unquote, and anything that is in white is still visible. Now, masks are adjustable, meaning you can add to a mask or take away from a mask by painting with black and white. So to show you that, what I'm going to do is take my paintbrush, that's right here, it's letter B on your toolbar, and I've got the color white selected. And anything that I paint with this color white, you can see now starts to come back. Okay. It's erasing from the mask and it's letting the original image show through. Control Z will undo that step. Okay. Now, if I switch to black, anything that I paint with black is going to get hidden behind the mask. So it's actually going to erase from the image and hide different parts of it. So I can very carefully go around here and erase more of the flower. And you can see that my mask over here has gotten bigger and it's hiding more of the image. Okay. Let's go back to Control Z, take it back to our main flower. And I think what I want to do with this one is let's change its color. So we're going to come down here to where it says adjustment layer. That's your little half circle icon. And we're going to adjust the hue and saturation. And what I'd like you to do is just move your sliders to change the flower to any other color of your choosing. You can darken it up. You can play around with the sliders until you get something different than we started with. And then we're going to save this as a transparent PNG so that the flower is cut out now and there's no background behind it at all. So we'll come up and go to File, Export, Quick Export as PNG. And again, just put your name at the beginning and you're all set. Go ahead and hit save. And we're ready for our final task.